Whether you're creating life changing retreats, transformational coaching programs, or courses packed with value, chances are you've had thoughts like, can I really charge that much? What if no one buys? Or even, am I really worth this price? Today, we are diving into one of the biggest barriers I see holding coaches, course creators, and retreat leaders back from reaching their full potential. The mindset you need to sell high ticket offers with confidence.
Welcome to the Guri Show, your go to podcast for retreat leaders, coaches, and transformation seekers who are ready to create thriving businesses while embracing self healing, wellness, and personal growth. Hosted by Guri Kaur, yeah, that is me. This show is your space to learn how to design life changing retreats, confidently sell your offers, and master the mindset shifts needed to create abundance and impact. Each episode dives deep into actionable strategies, personal insights, and soulful practices that combine business growth with inner transformation. From self healing techniques and wellness rituals to powerful tools for scaling your coaching programs, we'll help you align your purpose, your profits, and your peace. Whether you are building your first retreat or scaling to six figures and beyond, the Guri Show is your space to dream big, transform yourself, and empower others to do the same. Tune in, grow your business, heal your soul, and create the legacy you're destined for. Let's thrive together.
Hey there, welcome back to the Guri Show. I'm your host, and today we are diving into one of the biggest barriers I see holding coaches, course creators, and retreat leaders back from reaching their full potential, the mindset you need to sell high ticket offers with confidence. Selling high ticket offers isn't just about raising your prices, it's about raising your belief in the transformation you're offering, your belief in the value you're creating, and your belief in yourself. By the end of today's episode, you'll know exactly how to make the mindset shifts needed to confidently own your price, sell your high ticket offers with ease, and serve your audience at the highest level. So, whether you're here to fill your next retreat, sell out your coaching program, or launch a premium course, I've got you covered. Let's dive in. Okay, let's start with the most important truth about selling high ticket offers. The success of your retreat course or coaching program doesn't just depend on your marketing strategies or the value of what you're offering, it starts with you. You can have the most transformational retreat planned, the most well designed coaching program, or the most in depth course. But if you don't believe in your value, your audience won't either. Okay, here's what that can sound like. What if they think I'm charging too much? What if I price myself out of the market? Or worse, what if no one buys and I look like a failure? If you've ever had these thoughts, let me tell you, you're not alone. But here's the problem. When you carry this doubt into your sales conversations, your messaging, or your marketing, it shows up. Your audience can sense it, even if you don't say it outright. Here's how this mindset block shows up in your business. So you think, if I just make it more affordable, more people will buy. But what happens? You feel resentful because you're over delivering and undervaluing yourself. Or you tell yourself, I'll just post about it once and see if anyone signs up. But you're secretly hoping people will magically book without you having to ask. You overcompensate. So something like you try to justify your price by cramming your offer with extras, bonuses, and hours of your time, leaving you overwhelmed and exhausted. Well, what's the mistake here? We tie our worth to the price tag. We start thinking if no one buys, it must mean I'm not good enough. But let me tell you something. Your price isn't about you. It's about the value and transformation you're offering. Let me share a simple reframe that will change everything. So, selling your high ticket offer isn't about you, it's about them. It's about helping your audience move out of their pain and into the results they deeply desire. So think about it. When someone joins your retreat, hires you as their coach, or buys your course, they're not paying for the hours you spent creating it, they're paying for the transformation. Okay? So imagine you're building a bridge over a canyon, and your client is standing on one side, stuck in fear, confusion, or overwhelm. And just at that point, at that moment, your offer kind of takes them safely to the other side where they find clarity, peace, and growth. Now, what's the value of that bridge? It's priceless. When you start focusing on the bridge, on the transformation your offer provides, selling feels less convincing and more like serving. Now, a lot of people say that, oh, selling is salesy, selling is pushy. It doesn't have to be salesy, it doesn't have to be pushy when you're coming up from a place of where you want to serve and at the same time you want to make your profits. Okay? Now, Now that we've talked about why mindset is the foundation of high ticket success, let's dig into some specific beliefs that might be holding you back and how to shift them so you can confidently own your worth and your price. Because here's the truth, my lovely, lovely, lovely audience. Without these shifts, no sales strategy or marketing hack will work. Let's move into that. Selling high ticket offers isn't just about tactics. Hold on a second. Oh, there's something on my screen. Let me move it aside. There you go. So, selling high ticket offers isn't just about tactics, it's about how you think and what you believe. If you don't believe in the transformation you're offering or your worth as a coach, course creator, or retreat leader, it's going to show up in your sales. So, let's explore three common mindset traps I see all the time and how you can shift out of them. Okay, mindset trap one, believing high prices exclude people. One of the most common thoughts is if I charge too much, no one will be able to afford it. Now, you might think lowering your prices will make your offer more accessible, but here's what's really happening. You're trying to serve everyone instead of focusing on the people who are ready and willing to invest in themselves. This mindset often comes from a fear of rejection. So you think if I lower the price, I'll have more people saying yes. But lowering your prices often leads to the opposite. You end up attracting people who aren't truly committed to the transformation. So, high ticket pricing isn't about excluding people, it's about creating a deeper level of commitment. When someone invests significantly, they're also saying, I'm ready to show up for myself. Think about it. The clients who pay the least are often the ones who don't fully commit or engage. But when someone makes a big investment, they're all in. And I'm telling you this from experience. In fact, I used to think the same way. I thought, in the beginning, if I make my coaching affordable, I'll fill the spots faster. But what happened? I overworked, undercharged, and burned out. And worst of all, I noticed the people who attended weren't as committed as I had hoped. Once I raised my prices, something incredible happened. Not only did I attract clients who valued the experience, but I also showed up with more energy and confidence and believe in myself. So, let me tell you, pricing isn't just about money, it's about value and alignment. That being said, let's move to mindset trap two. thinking you have to over deliver to prove your worth. So this goes something like, if I'm going to charge that much, I need to add more to justify the price. Sometimes people say that, and I teach this in my container as well. If you're charging, let's say, $1,000 for anything, could be a retreat or could be a coaching container, whatever, what you need to deliver must be 10x the value. So from where I am seeing it, from as a participant or as a student, I should see it as $10,000 worth of value. And what that means, for most people, the mistake they make is that the moment they hear this, they feel that they have to stuff content, resources, material, bonuses in to make it look like a $10,000 offer. But here's the truth: it doesn't, the value is not in numbers. The value and the worth is in, what do I need right now, and can you solve this problem for me? So if you are charging $1,000 or $2,000 for your retreat, but the problem that you're solving for me kind of removes the pain that I've been experiencing for last 10 years and makes my life absolutely amazing for the next 10 years, the worth of that experience is $200,000 for me. It's not even $20,000, like 10x. It's 100x. You know what I mean? So it's like delivering to the promise plus add ons that make this experience absolutely amazing. So, yeah, okay. Now, that being said, I also want to add that more doesn't mean better. People aren't paying for a long list of features, they are paying for results. And so you don't need to justify your price with extras. Your expertise, your ability to guide transformation, and the results your clients get are the value. Okay? And let me give you an example here. Think about a Michelin starred restaurant. I hope Michelin is how it's pronounced, right? Now, they don't overwhelm you with a giant menu or huge portions, right? They serve you a carefully crafted, intentional experience. The value is in the quality, not the quantity, like I said. And your high ticket offer is exactly the same. It's about delivering transformation with intention. So if you are hosting like a 7-day retreat and the transformation is healing, more love, joy, peace, compassion, more money, abundance, and stuff like that, better health, that's transformation with intention. Okay, that's not quantity, that's quality. And you can charge whatever for that, right? Okay. Um, Coming to mindset trap 3. Tying your worth to the outcome. Finally, the biggest trap I see is this one. If no one buys, it means I'm not good enough. It means I'm not going to try again. It means that I'm a failure and stuff like that. This is the mindset that keeps so many incredible leaders, coaches, and creators playing small. You avoid promoting your offer because you're afraid of what it will mean if no one says yes, right? What will it mean? What it will mean if people say no? And what would it mean about me? What does it say about me? So the meaning that you give to one incident that was actually meant for your learning and not to be seen as a failure is what's the perception here. Is This is how you need to look at things. You gotta change the perception. One experience doesn't define your worth. One person, a stranger, saying no to your offer doesn't define your worth. Your worth is inherent. Inherent. It doesn't fluctuate based on how many people sign up. And the most successful leaders in the world, let me tell you, as you may have guessed already, they have faced rejection too. They just didn't let it stop them. You know, I personally have faced so much rejection in my life. I can't tell you. Like, if I start, sometimes, when I'm writing my story, and I'm not sure if you've already heard about my $30,000 debt, about my attempt to kind of finish my life. I don't want to use the cliche word. Um, me losing everything, leaving my job without a plan B, thinking things are just going to work out, launching to crickets, so many failures. I mean, those were not failures, but like, if you look at it from a very simple perception, yeah, they, you can call them failures. But those are the stepping stones, those are the dots that I now connect back to, make me realize that those are the things why I'm here. These experiences brought me here. And there were many times I thought maybe I'm not cut out for this. But instead of giving up, I used it as a learning opportunity because I wanted to. I wanted it. I wanted it so bad that I'm like, if it can happen for them, it can happen for me. And someday and one day it'll happen. It'll happen. I tweaked my messaging, built more trust with my audience, and I launched again and again and again. And the results started to change. So the point is that rejection isn't failure, it's feedback. Okay. Awesome. So now that we have talked about the most common mindset traps and how to shift out of them, let's move on to the next piece: how to build unshakable confidence in the value you're offering. Because when you believe in what you're selling, that confidence becomes contagious. Okay, my lovely souls, let's get into it. All right, what I want to talk about now is this. I want you to hear loud and clear. Your audience will only believe in the value of your offer as much as you do. Listen to this again. Your audience will only believe in the value of your offer as much as you do. If you are unsure, hesitant, or apologetic about your pricing, it's going to ripple into everything you do: your messaging, your sales conversations, and even the way you promote your offer. So, how do you build that confidence? Well, let me share a simple 3-step approach that works like magic: reflect, reframe, reinforce. Okay? Step one: reflect on the transformation you offer. So, if you haven't already, taken out your pen, paper, please pause this episode and bring your whatever necessary stuff that you want, and then unpause and then get going. Okay. Step number one: reflect on the transformation you offer. So, start by reminding yourself of the transformation your offer creates. So people aren't paying for a retreat, a course, or coaching sessions. They are paying for the results they'll get, right? So grab a pen and paper and answer these questions. Question number one: what is the core problem you're solving for your audience? Question number two: what are the specific outcomes or breakthroughs your clients will experience because of your offer? Number three: how will their lives look or feel different after working with you? Okay, example: let's say you're running a wellness retreat. Now, the transformation isn't just 3 days of yoga with healthy meals, it's releasing years of built up stress. It's walking away with tools to manage anxiety and prioritize self care. It's finally feeling like yourself again. So, when you focus on the transformation, you'll naturally start to feel more confident about the value you're providing. Okay. Step number two, reframe your thoughts about selling. Okay. A lot of us have this old belief that selling is pushy, or salesy, or self serving. But here's the truth, selling isn't something you do to someone, it's something you do for someone. Okay. So instead of thinking, I'm asking them for money, think, I'm offering them a solution to a problem they've been struggling with for since forever. Okay? Instead of, I don't want to bother people by promoting too much. Think, if they need this transformation, it's my responsibility to let them know how I can help. Okay? And I also want to add something here. Um, Before that, I want to give you an example. Imagine you're a doctor and someone comes to you with a broken arm. You wouldn't hesitate to recommend the treatment they need, right? You wouldn't think, oh, I don't want to bother them with my expertise. Selling is the same. You're prescribing a solution that you know will improve their lives. Okay. Now, the thing that there's another thing that I wanted to mention here, kind of like missed the chain of thoughts, but let me come back to it. Yeah, so what I was saying was that selling, yes, it's not self-serving, it is serving others. Yes, all of that is good. But at the same time, you have to understand that selling also has to come from a place where you want to push yourself to get those results. You know, you can't hide behind this fake thing, fake excuse that, oh, selling is hard, so I'm not going to go out and like share my offer to other people. Or you also can't hide behind this idea that, oh, selling is serving, and I'm just here for fun, and I'm just here for the impact, and this philosophical viewpoint. I want you to also see the reality this way, that if you don't sell, if you don't ask for the sale, or for people to you don't ask people to join, you are missing a sale. And that one sale matters, because that one person matters. The money that's going to come to you matters. The work that you put in matters. So I just don't want you to see selling from this entire philosophical, standpoint. I also want you to see it from a little bit pushy standpoint, where the consequence of not putting your offer out is missing out on a sale that matters to you. Especially if you're a beginner, especially if you don't have any other cash flow. So I'm not just going to lure you into this philosophical idea, okay? I'm also going to want to show you the reality and like speak from a very practical standpoint. Money matters, and so does impact, okay? Anyway, that takes us to step number 3, reinforce confidence through action. Now, confidence isn't something you wait to feel, it's something you build through action. The more you show up, share your offer, and connect with your audience, the more confident you'll become. I remember I had a client once who was terrified of promoting her high ticket coaching package. She kept saying, what if no one buys? So I gave her a challenge, and I told her, talk about your offer every day for a week. By day 3, she sent me a message saying, this feels so much easier now. I don't feel scared as I did before doing it anymore. And by day 7, she had 2 new clients, 2 people DMing her and saying that, oh, I'm quite interested in your offer. What changed? She stopped waiting to feel confident and built confidence by taking action. Okay. Now, that's a lot, I guess. I want you to take a moment and ask yourself, where am I holding back because I'm afraid of rejection? Sorry, where am I holding, let me put it the other way. Where am I holding back because I'm afraid of rejection? Where can I show up more boldly to talk about the value I offer? Confidence isn't about being perfect. It's about being consistent. The more you show up, the more you'll believe in your ability to create transformation. And the more your audience will believe it too. So, let's recap what we covered today. We talked about why your mindset is the foundation for selling high ticket offers, the common mindset traps that keep coaches, course creators, retreat leaders stuck, and how to shift. I gave you a 3 step process to shift into a place of confidence by focusing on the transformation you offer. Now, here's the most important thing I want you to take away. Selling isn't about convincing someone to buy. It's about serving them with the solution that you and you only have, that they've been searching for since forever. When you believe in the transformation you're offering, that belief becomes contagious. Okay? It just becomes contagious. Anyway, now here's your action step. Take some time this week to reflect on the transformation your offer creates, write it down, get specific, remind yourself why what you're offering is so effing valuable. Because when you're grounded in that belief, showing up and sharing your offer will feel so much easier. In the next episode, we're going to tackle one of the biggest challenges you might face when selling high ticket offers: handling objections. So it's like, what do you say when someone says it's too expensive, or I'm not ready yet? I don't want to travel so far. And I'll share some strategies to handle those objections with confidence and compassion. So be sure to tune in for that. Again, if today's episode resonated with you, I would love to hear your biggest takeaway. Tag me on social media. My Instagram is Heygurvinder, HeyGurvinder, or send me a message on Facebook, comment on any of my posts on Facebook. What I would really love though is that you subscribe to this podcast, whether you're listening on Apple Podcast or Spotify or just my embedded player. Leave a comment, subscribe to the podcast, and I would know just by sitting here that you are enjoying this journey with me. All right. I love connecting with you. Thank you for being here. And remember, the transformation you're offering has the power to change lives. Believe in it, and the world will believe in you. Until next time, I don't know from where I got it, but yeah, it sounded so good that I kind of included it in the podcast. Anyway, until next time, keep dreaming big and creating boldly. See you soon.